Hey Taurus, welcome to Step Into Yourself Tarot. My name is Savannah. Today I'm going to do your reading for August. I'm going to first start off with some oracles, and then I will get into an abbreviated Celtic cross for you. I hope you are doing wonderful. I hope you are having a great summer. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Spirit, thank you for presiding over this reading for Taurus. Please allow me to tap into Taurus energy. Please allow any and all messages that are for the highest good of Taurus to come through. Show me that Taurus energy. Highest messages for the good of Taurus. Highest messages for the good of Taurus. Messages that you want Taurus to know or be thinking about in the month of August. Show me Taurus. Taurus. Overarching theme for Taurus in the month of August. All right. I'm going to shake them out, Spirit. Let's do two more. Show me that Taurus energy. Messages for Taurus in the month of August. Let's do one more. Taurus. All right, that feels good. Taurus, what do you want Taurus to be thinking about in the month of August? All eyes are open. Inspired vision, clarity, perception, and revelation. Wow. This card is very interesting. There's so many eyes. You're seeing something. You're seeing something in the month of August. Clarity, perception, and revelation. You're having revelations. You're having insights. Perhaps they've been a long time coming. And then we have treasures in the deep and dark. Shadow work, healing old wounds. Yes. Number 25 and number 4. Healing old wounds. You're seeing what's been in your shadow, and you're having deep insights and revelations in the month of August. I feel like you're seeing it from all different aspects, all different angles, all different perspectives. Shadow work is not easy because it requires us to face the deepest, darkest places of the self and understand and gain new insights, right? We shouldn't be afraid of our shadow because that's how we learn and we grow as people, as individuals. And I feel like in the month of August, you are gaining clarity. Your perceptions are shifting. You're having revelations about these deep inner wounds and how they have potentially been impacting you in your life. And it's a process of healing, which is beautiful. And I feel like at the end of this, you're gonna feel victorious, like the individual is wearing the crown after going through this process. But it's not going to be easy. But I feel such an energy of I'm hearing it's necessary. It's necessary. And when you come out of it, you're going to feel so much lighter, and like not that heaviness. Okay, thank you for that, Spirit. So I'm going to pull some charms, and then we will get into the abbreviated Celtic cross as well as clarifiers for you. Can I see charms for Taurus? Charms for Taurus. Charms for Taurus. It's like a deep dive into the emotions. Oh, I have the heart right on my pinky. Let's see the letters. Let's see. A lot of duplicates here. We have G, G, Y, N, 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 and H. G, G, Y, N, 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 and H. We have the shackle. Yeah, no longer being shackled to those wounds, right? We have the elephant. So it's a slow process. The shadow work it takes time. And perhaps you've been undergoing this process and you're going to start to feel the burden lifting and receiving revelations and insights in the month of August. We have the angel. You are guided and protected through this process. We have the butterfly of transformation. We also have the dog's paw print, so a sign of loyalty. We have the big feather, go with your intuition. We have 2 matching hearts, so similar frequencies, matching frequencies. We have the key with the cross on it, the key to commitment. Also sacrifice. We have the medallion with the numbers 1, 1, 3, 5, 2, and we have another butterfly of transformation. All right, so we have similar frequencies in transformation and in hearts, so emotions. All right, interesting. All right, let's get into the abbreviated Celtic cross for you. All right, abbreviated Celtic cross for Taurus. Treasures in the deep and dark, all eyes are open. These realizations, this healing, it's treasures within it. There's these realizations that you have. It's sacred. It's going to be a gift to you in some way. Right? Like I said, it lifts the heaviness. Show me Taurus, abbreviated Celtic cross for August. Taurus, abbreviated Celtic cross for August. Let's do 2 more. Taurus, abbreviated Celtic cross for August. 1 more. Taurus, abbreviated Celtic cross for August. Feels good. Taurus, month of August. Strength, beautiful energy. That's you. 9 of Swords crossing you. Okay. A lot of overthinking. Sleepless nights. What's crowning you? 4 of Swords. Healing is available. Rest, contemplation. Recent past. Knight of Cups. The deliverance of one's heart. Going into the emotions. On the exit, 3 of Cups. Okay. Emotional harmony. In this interpretation, I'm actually seeing like, it's interesting. I'm seeing the process of transformation and how it starts off, you know, like this big pot to deal with, and then it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. So I feel like you're coming out of, like, you've been processing, right? And what remains is now more manageable and smaller than when you first began. And then what is to come, 10 of Cups, ultimate happiness, ultimate fulfillment. That's beautiful. Overarching Ace of Wands, yeah, passionate new beginning for the self. There's that uptick in energy, feeling very vibrant, and feeling an energetic push, right? Inspiration, that inspired vision. Excellent. So let's get some clarifiers out. We're going to start off with that Ace of Wands and see what's inspiring you, what's giving you that energetic push right now. Ace of Wands for Taurus. Passionate new beginning for the self. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands for Taurus. Ace of Wands for Taurus. Let's do one more. Ace of Wands for Taurus. Queen of Cups. Queen of Swords. Okay. Nine of Swords. Okay. So definitely two different energies here. You feel very inspired. You feel an energetic push, an energetic lift. Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, Nine of Swords. We have two queens here. And there's a lot of anxiety and overthinking. One queen is more from the heart space, one is more logical. And there's a lot of overthinking, a lot of sleepless nights. I'm not sure what you're overthinking, because the Ace of Wands, that's an energetic push. You know what? It also, if this is just your energy, which actually I kind of am seeing it that, because there's no other indicators here of, besides the Three of Cups on the exit, regarding connection. So I feel like there's been a lot of anxiety about your emotions and your emotional space. And you receive those insights. Queen of Swords, you start to understand them. And you receive like these sharp revelations like we do see in your oracle. But it has created a lot of anxiety in you, I believe, to really dig into the emotions. Let's see with the strength at the core of you. Can I say strength for Taurus? It's almost like dealing with emotions and making sense of them has caused you a lot of anxiety, but like I said, it's a positive thing because it results in like this Ace of Wands energy. Okay, like I have these sharp revelations. I'm inspired. Let's see strength at the core of Taurus. Let's do two more. Strength for Taurus. One more. Strength for Taurus. Seven of Pentacles. Five of Swords. Page of Wands. I feel like you're showing me here, like it takes a lot of strength from you to not overthink. Five of Swords. Not to overthink like what you've invested in. Not to overthink your own growth. And how slow it may be. It takes your strength to almost like not succumb to negative thinking when it comes to this growth process for you. And it takes your strength to continue the path, Page of Wands, and continue looking forward with hope and with enthusiasm. Remember I said that shadow work is not easy. And you're showing me here, it's been a slow process, and it takes my strength to remain on this path, right? And to look forward with hope and with enthusiasm. Okay, and then you show me that Nine of Swords crossing you, which is that overthinking that you show me over here. Show me this Nine of Swords. It almost feels like it's been all-consuming for you. And let's see, Nine of Swords for Taurus. Nine of Swords for Taurus. Nine of Swords for Taurus. Let's do one more. Nine of Swords for Taurus. Sorry if you can hear my dog snoring. Apparently he's in a deep nap. Nine of Pentacles. Three of Swords. Eight of Wands. I feel like the anxiety surrounds communicating the wounds in your heart. So when you dig into that shadow, when you dig into the emotions, you're saying it creates anxiety for you because then you have to communicate these wounds, right? Nine of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Eight of Wands. Then you have to communicate the pain in your heart. It's almost like when we don't take action towards it, towards healing it, and we just kind of leave it in our shadow or leave it in our moon space, then we don't have to communicate about it. And so I think here you're showing me what creates anxiety for you is having to communicate the wounds, having to understand the way that they've shaped you. Nine of Pentacles, the way that they have shaped who you are, how they've impacted you, right? Healing old wounds, receiving clarity and perception and revelations. And I think recognizing and understanding those wounds and how they've impacted you, there's anxiety about not only understanding that, but then having to communicate it to others. So perhaps it's, individuals in your life that have really harmed you and created a lot of wounds for you. And through this healing process and going into your shadow, you're recognizing the impact. And it's like, no, I need to communicate this. I need to communicate with this person that how deeply they harmed me, or how traumatic that experience was for me and how it shaped me as a person. And I think that's where the anxiety is coming from. Because now that I know these things, now I have to do something about it, right? Okay. What's crowning you? Four of Swords. So pulling down from, healing. There's that new clarity. That's the new perception. The revelations happen in our Four of Swords state where we're taking a rest, we're resting, we're reflecting, we're processing, we're healing, we're gaining new insights. And with it crossing you, you're going through this process currently. I think you've been in this process for many, many months, but definitely in August, I feel like is where the revelations are coming, and the need to take action about it. Ace of Wands. Show me the Four of Swords for Taurus. Four of Swords for Taurus. Let's do one more. Four of Swords for Taurus. The Fool. Knight of Cups. The High Priestess. Four of Swords, the Fool, Knight of Cups, the High Priestess. You show me your Knight of Cups in your recent past. Now you're showing it like it's crossing, it's on your mind right now. Okay, so you were trying to gain, somewhere where you were delivering your heart to Knight of Cups in the past, you are in contemplation. It's on your mind now. And I believe whether you want to take a leap of faith in that direction, and you are really trying to rely on your intuition. The Fool, Knight of Cups, High Priestess. It's on your mind now. As you're gaining new insights and reflections about you and the way that you have been shaped by your inner wounds and healing, you're gaining new perspective about your heart and vulnerability specifically, and the ability to be vulnerable in offering the heart. And I believe you're thinking about potentially a new beginning, taking a leap of faith, offering vulnerability, being vulnerable, and you're really trying to rely on your intuition. Let me see what that Knight of Cups was in the past. Where was this Knight of Cups pointed to in the past? Remember I said over here, the overview, that it could be two different energies, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. One comes at it more logically, which is definitely you, Taurus. And one comes at, is more from the heart space, more emotional. Let me see this Knight of Cups. Let me see this Knight of Cups in the past for Taurus. Knight of Cups in the past for Taurus. One more. Knight of Cups. Four of Wands. The Tower. Three of Pentacles. In the past, there was some kind of relationship, Four of Wands, that you experienced the Tower moment. And I think the Tower insight is that Three of Pentacles, either it couldn't be harmonized, or that this connection where you were delivering your heart to was more friendship. Three of Pentacles is very friendship oriented. You're not showing me love. You're just showing me stability, a relationship, and there was a tower for you. In regards to what this connection was, and that it was friendship. And then we have Three of Cups on the exit, which is, just having fun, and it's playful and it's happiness with another or with many, right? Three of Cups on the exit. It's almost like you're showing me I want to be vulnerable from the heart. And that's what's on your mind now. The Fool, Knight of Cups, High Priestess. I want to be vulnerable from the heart. I want the emotions. I want to take a leap of faith, and I'm relying on my intuition and my new gained perspectives. Show me this Three of Cups on the exit for Taurus. Three of Cups on the exit for Taurus. One more. Three of Cups on the exit for Taurus. Three of Cups on the exit for Taurus. Five of Cups. Three of Cups. The Hermit. Yeah, you've gained new insight about connections that are just filled with sadness. All right, I think that it pains you, or it pained you to walk away. Literally, the Five of Cups has their back turned to the Three of Cups, and then we have the Hermit energy. Based on experience, Three of Cups, just lighthearted fun and connections, especially after you have this insight about this was a friendship. It brought you sadness, but it's based on your wisdom and experience in the Hermit. And I feel like you're showing me, no, I want to be vulnerable. I want to be able to deliver my heart. I want to have emotions. I want to have a deep sense of knowing. High Priestess. And I'm not looking for connections that are just friends, right? Or that are just fun times. I want more. And then I see here, Ten of Cups. That's more. That's ultimate emotional harmony. That's ultimate happiness in the greater context of our life. Let's see, Ten of Cups. What is to come? Ten of Cups for Taurus. Ten of Cups. It's like you want more meaning, you want more significance. And I think it relates to healing your inner wounds. Understanding the way that these wounds and experiences have shaped you. Gaining new perspective. And then it's like you come out, you lift this weight is lifted off of you, and you make changes. You make changes according to you and your understanding of you. And you're showing me, I want a new beginning in love from the heart and vulnerability. And then we have Ten of Cups, the greater context, happiness and emotional fulfillment and harmony in the greater context of our life. It has significance, it has meaning, it has purpose. Okay, show me Ten of Cups for Taurus. What is to come? Ten of Cups for Taurus. Let's do one more. Ten of Cups for Taurus. The Hanged Man, Eight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're in, so in the future, you understand and have perspective about those connections that you need to emotionally detach from and walk away, and those that you will nurture. Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Hanged Man. So in the future, it's like you will hang upside down. You will take a look. Does this fit in the greater context of my life? Is it emotional fulfillment? Does it represent emotional fulfillment? Or does it represent something that I need to emotionally detach from and walk away? So it's almost like you're showing me like a qualifier here. What is to come for you is that you will have, it's like you have new perspective about those things you will emotionally detach and walk away from, and those connections that you will nurture, Queen of Pentacles. That's beautiful. And I think it's because of this changed perception with you. And healing those old wounds, doing the work, doing the shadow work, going through this healing process. It's beautiful. Yeah. Through the healing, Four of Swords. Excellent. All right, let me get some more charms and then I'm going to get advice for you. Final advice for you, Taurus. More charms for Taurus. I love this for you. It's beautiful. We have A and S. We have the yin and yang heart. We have the meditative hand, so make sure you're remaining grounded and centered. We have the word grace. We have the word brave. We have the wheel of fortune, so time moves forward. It's also representing change, and you show me that you will, with these new perceptions and revelations, that you will change the way that you operate moving forward. We have the starfish, so really listen to your intuition. We have the trumpet, so sign of judgment. That's how you will make decisions accordingly. We have the spider. Yeah, I feel like you're not going to get caught in any webs like this in the past. We have the blue medallion. We have the tooth, so really sinking your teeth into the lessons that you have gained, and the insights that you've gained. And then we have the big star, so your vision for the path forward, pathway. Excellent. All right, let me get some advice for you. Let's get advice for Taurus. Final advice for Taurus for the month of August. I love this for you. It's a beautiful reading. You've done so much work and it's beautiful. You show me a lot of healing. Final advice for Taurus. Let's say one more. One more, Spirit. Final advice for Taurus. Final advice for Taurus. Nine of Wands over here. It fell on that Three of Cups on the exit. I feel like the advice there is continue resisting that. Four of Cups, yeah. It brings you unhappiness and it's a devilish pattern. It's associated, yeah, literally it's the devil, Nine of Wands, Four of Cups. There is nothing, it's unhealthy. And it's associated with disappointment, dissatisfaction, sadness, apathy. Continue resisting that. Yeah, and instead, and rely on your intuition and your truth. Ace of Swords, High Priestess. Your truth. Rely on your intuition and what you know to be true for you. I love this for you. I'm going to get a final oracle from this deck, and then I'll get a final spirit message to close out your reading, Taurus. Final message for Taurus. Final message for Taurus. Final message for Taurus. Final message for Taurus. She who dreams is Isra. Escape dreams and fantasy. Yeah, dream for more. You're worth more than friendship. Okay. You're worth more than the wounds that have afflicted you. Okay. Final spirit message. You're worthy of good things. You're worthy of the ability to be vulnerable and to give and express and receive love. Final spirit message for Taurus. One more, Spirit. All right, final spirit message for Taurus. It is time to stop letting worry rule you. Instead, get excited about your future and all it will bring. What energy and emotion you put out comes back to you. With a little conscious effort on your part, that happy ending can and will be yours. Believe that. I love this for you, Taurus. I hope that it helped you. Take care.